the adrenaline started pumping through my heart as what I picked up, I looked at this object of which I thought and I knew was a gold coin.
There was a time when the world was not yet global, still separated by the seas, when only a few would dare defy nature and travel between the continents. There were times when this could be, and often was, fatal. Men, ships, and cargo often would not reach their final destination.
There are many reasons for a ship to wreck. It's faulty weather, inaccurate charts, human mistakes, naval battles. The main construction of the ships at the time, we are talking about all ships, so mainly the construction also was not as good as today. And reefs, shoals, strong currents, opposite winds, there are actually many reasons for a ship to sink.
According to UNESCO, there are an estimated 3 million shipwrecks lying at the bottom of the seas. Some 50,000 are laden with valuable cargo, which includes gold and silver coins, Chinese porcelain, precious stones, jewelry, navigation instruments, and weaponry.
In mir selber steckt einfach nur das Abenteuer, eine Vision, die realistisch fundiert ist, zu realisieren. Ich möchte beweisen, dass es möglich ist, in einem gut konservativ organisierten Unternehmen mit der richtigen Expertise diese Art von Projekt erfolgreich durchführen zu können. Darum geht es mir.
Research into historical archives is the first step of this complex detective story.
You must go to archives or libraries, and there you look for information describing what the ship looked like, survivors' reports, people who survived the wreck describing what happened, cargo lists, if there was a salvage attempt, descriptions of what was found. All this sort of information can be found in archives.
Since 1994, Arqueonautas has been studying the Portuguese maritime trade route which linked Portugal and Europe to the Orient. Cape Verde was one of the first settlements set up by those Portuguese explorers, and now by archaeologists of Arqueonautas. These islands, discovered by the Portuguese in 1460, were used to replenish supplies and trade slaves. Cape Verde also had a reputation among sailors for being dangerous.
Este trabajo demanda mucho tiempo, fuera de la familia, fuera de la casa, en países y zonas del mar particularmente difíciles. Es por eso que los naufragios están ahí, en condiciones de trabajo muy fuertes que demandan mucho tanto física como intelectualmente.
When these time capsules are discovered, history is being rewritten. In Cape Verde alone, Arqueonautas located and documented 80 shipwrecks in 6 years. The company went on to build the first ever conservation center on the West African coast.
Right, what we have here from the Danish East India ship, the Schillerman, she was lost in 1781 off Mayo, Cape Verde, is one of the rarest, what we call Swedish plate money in the world.
Following the trade route, the next stop was the island of Mozambique, off the coast of East Africa. A port linking Arab and Asian trade routes, the island, also known as Ilha, is a former Portuguese colony and also a major area for shipwrecks.
Porque a experiência em Moçambique é que, se não forem explorados cientificamente de uma forma organizada, são normalmente pilhados.
Since the year 2000, over 100,000 coins have been recovered, as well as 15 kilos of gold nuggets and 27,000 unique archaeological artifacts. In 2006, a second conservation center was opened. In 2007, the Maritime Museum inaugurated the only Ming Dynasty porcelain exhibition on African soil. Part of the exquisite Chinese porcelain was successfully sold at auction at Christie's in Amsterdam. The unique 1645 astrolabe, also recovered and restored by Arqueonautas, was sold at Sotheby's in London to a renowned maritime museum for almost 200,000 euros. In Mozambique, the team of divers recovered 25,000 coins from the São José wreck, dating from 1622. The cargo, not classified as national maritime heritage, is presently being prepared for auctions in Europe and the United States.
Es ist sich jeder von Anfang an darüber klar geworden, dies ist ein Abenteuer, High-Risk Venture Capital, sprich entweder ist der Einsatz weg oder er kommt vielfach zurück und das hat jeder kapiert.
All done at £110,000.
Well, after all these years, we certainly feel in many ways accomplished, and we have been clearly able to define where our borders are. And it will now be necessary in order to take a big step ahead to have appropriate finance to do what we have been doing together all these years in a more efficient and more effective way.
Well, it will be an essential difference in terms of efficiency and possibilities of the work, having such technology viable at disposal, and it will make great difference because work can be done much more professionally and immediate results can be seen. So for us, it's like a dream coming true.
Well, we are also looking at geographical diversification. If we have now, up to now, gone typically for Portuguese or European shipwrecks, in most cases carrying coins, we feel that we need to diversify in this type of wrecks and also go for porcelain wrecks from, for example, from China. And this is why we are now moving into Asia.
It's a huge area. It's very rich in shipwrecks. It is actually like a completely different ballgame. It's way more. It will be way more productive than places we have been before. Passion,
commitment and finance.